Here's how to fix a clothes dryer that makes a grinding sound when it's on. So first you need to pop the top off of your dryer. There's some little pins in there that you can reach with a putty knife. You just sort of push it in, and once it's pushed in, then you'll be able to pop the lid off of the dryer. And some dryers will kind of tilt up like the hood on a car, and other ones will have little brackets on the back that you can lift them off of to remove the lid completely. So to remove the front of the dryer, you'll need to undo any electrical harnesses that go to the back of the dryer and undo any zip ties and remove a screw on one side and then another screw on the other side that hold the front of the dryer on. So here's what that looks like. Clip the zip tie, and then the wires are going to be held on by a harness, and there'll usually be a little release mechanism. On this one, you hold the two sides down and that unclips it, and then just undo a screw on one side, undo the screw on the other side, and you'll be ready to take the front off of your dryer. Just grab the top corners and pull them towards you, and it will open up like that. It's kind of hooked on at the bottom, and you can just lift it up to get it out. And you can see what's wrong here. So that top felt guide has gone bad, and that's what's causing the grinding. It's metal on metal between the drum and the front of the dryer. And from here, you'll need to buy a kit to repair your dryer. You'll need to look up the exact one for your dryer. So it comes with a tube of adhesive that's probably rubber cement, and then a felt strip that's got 3 plastic discs on it. So you can see on my old one, I'm down to 1 plastic disc. The other ones have already long since shattered and gone away. But you can look on eBay for these dryer repair kits, and you should be able to find one for whatever kind of dryer you have. So you're going to need to remove the old felt and then clean up the track where it was glued on, and also check the other felt around it. There is a lower felt seal. You can see mine's starting to come off. I probably should have bought a new lower felt seal as well and glued it on here, but too late for that now. So I'm just going to glue the old one back down when I glue the new one on top and hope that that provides enough clearance where I don't get grinding from my dryer. So use a wire brush to clean up the place where the old glue was. We want to make sure that it has something that it can stick to. And make sure you get a nice smooth layer of glue all over it. It feels like rubber cement, and I'd recommend using rubber gloves to kind of get your finger in there and just make sure that it's a smooth coat, and then let it sit for a few minutes until it's a little bit tacky, and then you put your felt on top like this. And then I'm going to clamp down the ends of it as well. So you get it in place, you press it down, make sure it's in the glue and it's centered relative to the bottom seal. And then I used clamps on either end to kind of hold it in place once I got it where I wanted it. And then look at it from the top and pull it towards you as needed, just to make sure that it's all the way forward and that it's centered from left to right. And then you're ready to let it dry. All right, next morning, we take the clamps off. So I let it go overnight. Figured better to be safe. So now we spin it around, and the bottom is going to hook on to a couple of hooks there, and then there are a couple of pressure fit thingies that pop in right there and there. I'm going to make sure my wire is up where I can get at it once it's closed. And looking down here, you can see these things right here and down there are going to go into those holes. So I'm going to look from the top, guide those into the holes on both sides, and then snap it shut. And also lift up on the drum to make sure that this will fit in there properly. And now I'm in the drum, and it is flush. Now I reconnect my electrical connector, give it a fresh zip tie to keep it in place, and then tighten up the screw on the left side and the right side from the inside. And then we need to put the lid on it so it kind of slips over those 2 tabs, and it also has a ground strap that you connect from the bottom to the top like that. And then you just shut the hood and then get it onto the little grabbers, and you're done. Let's see if it makes noise.